As the sun sets on the historic town of Gettysburg, we prepare the public for perhaps the most terrifying experience of their lives. These are the true tales from the most haunted town in America. These are the Gettysburg Ghost Files.
Today is July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We are here in Gettysburg, witnessing the first day of battle. We are at the Battlefield Farmhouse.
Each year when the month of July approaches in the town of Gettysburg, the whole town just goes absolutely bananas with excitement. This year, we're curious as to whether or not the anniversary dates would cause an increased amount of activity in one of our most notorious Civil War-related locations.
This abandoned battlefield farmhouse along East Cemetery Hill, also known as Hospital Row, sits right along the National Park battlefield. This farmhouse, like many others during the battle, was commandeered and used as a makeshift hospital. Countless men took their last breath in this very house.
Right now we're at the Battlefield Farmhouse. 154 years ago tonight, actually there was still cannon fire coming across the lawn right where I'm standing. There'd have been hundreds of bodies out here, even more wounded, doctors scrambling, doing amputations under fire. It'd have been a pretty loud, chaotic scene going on here.
Today is July 2nd, 2017. Right now we're standing on Steinwehr Avenue, right in front of the Regimental Quartermaster next to Gettysburg Ghost Tours. As you can see, it's very busy. Again, all of these folks here celebrating the anniversary of Gettysburg. I think activity will probably be up a little bit just due to the fact of the anniversary, and there's just a flurry of activity out at that location as it is.
With the amount of people in town, there's a lot of energy in town, so hopefully that'll help spike things up. I think there's going to be increased activity in all the locations just because it's the first week of July and anniversary of the battle. It's been, 154 years?
We understand the Battle of Culp's Hill happened not far from here this very night. Somebody in this room trying to reach out to us. Look, light, see the light go off? Okay, thank you.
I've talked to a gentleman here named Charlie. He's a Union officer as far as we know from New York, and he is not a fan of me. He does not like me, he tells me to get out.
There's something in this house that is kind of, I don't want to say dark, that's probably not the right word. It's not evil or anything like that, but there's something in this house that doesn't like people. So this bedroom is a lot of activity. I actually had a friend that used to live here. This was her bedroom, and she said her bed would shake in the middle of the night uncontrollably. We usually get a lot of activity in this hallway too for some reason. Things are passing through, coming in and out. This room here, we've had a lot of times where it's been telling us to get out. We've been told to get out of this room so many times. We'll catch them on the steps, we'll catch them in the attic. We've talked to other spirits that are afraid of him. So, yeah.
It was a Union field hospital. The entire road out there was known as Hospital Row, and they did a lot of surgeries, amputations, officers in recovery on the second floor, sharpshooters in the attic.
Were you for the Union or the Confederate?
Today is July 3rd, 2017, and we are at the Battlefield Farmhouse. For the intelligent spirits that are moving around these locations, they're used to seeing us and interacting with us. They occasionally they'll even call us by name on the PSB-7s.
Are you male or female?
I will invite the spirit to take my energy. I'm not sensitive to the spiritual realm whatsoever, so it really doesn't affect me, but it allows me to give the spirit the energy necessary to manipulate the K2 meters. I can't tell if they're trying to talk or not. Can you hear that, ma'am?
There was definitely a female voice before.
A female voice?
Yeah. We heard her twice. Yeah, we heard something upstairs. It sounded like a female.
Okay. If it's a female that's with us right now, can you please light all these lights up here that we're holding in our hand? Can you grab a hold of these 4 boxes here? Or sit right on top of them, or just give us a sign. I guess it is that female you guys were getting earlier.
Can you tell us your name?
Please come over and take the energy from my body. I give you permission to do that. There we are. Got them all going off. That's awesome. Bring yours in a little closer, sir. There it is. You see that, Colin, Amy?
Yeah.
All right, guys, so here we are, July 4th, Battlefield Farmhouse during the day this time. I'd like to give you a little sneak peek of what the property looks like in the daylight. This here is where the amputations and surgery took place. So they would have taken doors right off the hinges. They would have set them up on a makeshift sawhorse, sometimes even right on the ground, or any type of tools they could have found from the barn they would have used to do the amputations. Now, if you were not lucky enough to live through that, you would have been then carried through this door. And as sad as it is to say, and nowadays would be considered disrespectful, remember that they were in a time crunch. They had lots and lots of people in line. They had no choice. They would have been thrown out of this window or the window that we passed as we came through the hallway. Now, the bodies in Gettysburg, they say, were up to the windowsills at most of these places. There would have been guys out there all day digging rows and trenches, burying the dead and the limbs, trying to keep record of who was where, and they were later exhumed, so they say there's not that many out there now.
The fence behind the Battlefield Farmhouse is probably one of the most active locations that I have ever seen. The first time that we ever went on an investigation with GPA, a little over 2 years ago, we got a photo of this fence that to this day I cannot explain.
Can you please move that ball in front of my voice? Just move it anywhere you'd like around the room, please. I'm telling you guys, you should probably come up when the guests are up here. I'm telling you, I've seen it do it, like personally, and you know how I am.
Sarah, can you make it go in circles? Oh, look at it. Go in circles, Sarah. It's going.
This is my favorite room in the house. And when we do a hunt, I like to strategically leave a EVP recorder on all times, just because we usually get a lot of voices up here. A lot of spirit box activity up here.
I apologize, I couldn't hear you. Is someone there?
Well, we've seen shadow figures walking out here on the other side of this like partitioned area where the fence is. We've gotten some full body apparition photographs behind the house. And like I said, that ball, I mean, that's pretty much my tops.
I always say there's different things at each location. This location, we've got a lot of stories because we've been coming here for a long time. Schoolhouse, we've got a list of names that we've gotten. So each location has something different, something special about it.
You know, we get things at this house specifically, and other locations we do, year-round. And just because it's the first, second, third, fourth, doesn't mean that you're going to get for sure something, just like it doesn't mean you're going to get something in the middle of winter. But it's pretty steady no matter what time of year you come out. So definitely it's worth always coming out no matter what time of year it is. We get pretty lucky at this spot. I mean, this is one of the better active spots all year round.
This has been a glimpse into the world of Gettysburg's active nightlife. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you can join us for the next episode of Gettysburg Ghost Files.